Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to film a quick video this morning showing you guys just how I do my makeup on a daily basis. I am in a pretty heavily trafficked area right now, so just ignore the cars, focus on me. But I do want to show you guys just how I get ready every morning when I'm going to work or just going out. This is seriously the look that I do every single day. I use the same products every day here recently. I used to try out a lot, but life's just so crazy, you just gotta go with the flow, and in that I just haven't been able to try out as many products lately. But I do, these are the products that I absolutely love, that I swear by right now. The past couple pictures that I posted on Instagram, I'll put my handle down below if you want to follow me on Instagram. But the last couple pictures that I posted on there, this is the makeup that I was wearing in those pictures. So if you are interested in this, then keep on watching. Recently, my skin has just been so dry and so broken out along my chin. So to try to help with that under all of the foundation and makeup, I have been using this lotion from Embryolisse. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce the name of this, so I put the little clip in showing you guys what product I'm talking about. But I really like this stuff. It is so moisturizing and it doesn't feel greasy or anything like that. I literally take the smallest amount, like this much, and apply it basically like around here and a little bit on my cheeks, and that is all. Next, I always go in with my Smashbox primer water. This is the coconut scented one, and I love this stuff for before and after my makeup even. Since my skin has been so dry lately, I have been loving the luminous foundation look. I used to only use matte foundations, like matte full coverage foundations, but until my skin changes or I change my mind, I don't think I'm going back to matte foundations for a very long time. So to accomplish that, I have been using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r foundation. Now this is technically still a matte foundation. This is just a soft matte, and it's just not, it's not that harsh. Let's see, what other, like this Makeup Forever foundation that I have. It's the Matte Velvet Skin foundation. This stuff is so matte. Like this stuff is very much still luminous. It's still glowy, and it's just not making you flat and just feel dry and gross. So I've let that Smashbox primer water dry for a couple minutes, and then I just squirted some foundation onto my cheek, and then I go in with my Luxie 532 brush and blend this out. Now, I absolutely love my beauty sponge. I like it a lot more than most brushes with most foundations, but when I'm in my car, I don't have access to the water really that I need to dip my sponge in. And could I have a container full of water in here just for my beauty blender? Yes, I could. I just haven't done it. But I've just been using this brush, and it seems to do the job very well with this particular foundation. I've also really been trying to stay away from like the area up here and underneath my eyes too much with my foundation. When I do go in with my concealer, I will touch those areas up, but I feel like when I put foundation on, it's just a little bit too heavy, and I've just been trying to avoid the heavy look lately. Alright, the foundation is on. Now it's time for concealer. I have been really loving this concealer since I tested it out. I like the foundation too, but it's just not really my color right now. But this Revlon Candid PhotoReady concealer is really good. I love it. It's not the most full coverage thing in the world, but it's still a very nice summer concealer. I do a little on my forehead, a little down my nose, and a little bit on my chin. And that's all the concealer that I use now that I look insane. I blend that out with the same brush that I used for my foundation. Okay, concealer is done. I'm looking a lot more alive, but also kind of crazy because I just look all the same color. So what we're gonna do to fix that is we're gonna move on to bronzer. And I need some bronzer anyway because I am a little bit darker. My body is a little bit darker than my face. This isn't gonna be a shock to anyone. I'm gonna be using my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is probably like my favorite makeup product that I own, is this freaking butter bronzer, and it's trying to die on me, and I'm not gonna let it yet. I'm gonna use this thing up until I cannot use it anymore because I love it that much. So I go in with this on my forehead. I load it up and put it on my cheeks like so. And then lately I've also been liking to put like a little bit, just a tiny bit across my nose to give the center of my face a little bit of color too. And then I'll also just drag a tiny bit along my jawline. And that is all for bronzer. Next is blush, and I've been using this blush forever. It's also starting to kind of die on me. It's the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Party. So I dab a little bit on that same brush that I use for my bronzer, and I just dab a little bit along my cheekbone. And that is blush done. So what do I do next? I don't even remember myself. Oh, I know what I do next. My next step is to go back in with the Smashbox primer water because, wait, is it? No, this is when I do my eyeshadow. What am I talking about? All right, so this is the palette that I've really been loving while I've been on the road like this. It's the Tartelette In Bloom palette, and surprisingly, I have not broken it while I've been out here. But I do a very, very simple look with this. I go in, because I brought the minimalist amount of things. Like, I have no makeup sitting here. At home, I have an entire vanity full of makeup, and here, I don't have the room, obviously. But I go in, usually first with the shade Charmer in this top left corner. It's the lightest shade in there, and I put this all over the base of my lid. Next, I go in with a little bit of a fluffy blending brush. This one is from Japanesque, and it's an 836 brush, and I mean, it's not the best brush I've ever used. It's pretty harsh on my skin, but I have it and I'm gonna use it. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Smarty Pants right here. And we're keeping this look very neutral with just like a little bit of shimmer color. I'm not trying to go crazy on the eyeshadow. And even if I was, this isn't really the palette for it. But I just wanna pop this color right in my crease, all the way from the inner corner to my outer V. Next, I go in with a little bit of a slimmer blending brush. This is also from Japanesque, and this is the 835. Wait, what was the other one? All right, this one was the 836, and now I'm going in with the 835. It's just a little bit slimmer, more of a taper. And I'm gonna go in with the shade Jet Setter, which is this one right above that one we just used. And I'm gonna pack a little bit of this on the end of this brush, and I'm gonna focus this on my crease, but in the outer portion, just along here. And I'm really gonna be blending it out. I'm not really smoking anything out off to the edge, but I am blending it out a lot. Next, I'm gonna go in with my finger on that same Jet Setter shade, just pick up a little bit on the tip of my finger and pack that on my outer corner. One more time, I'm gonna go back in with that other brush. We just used the 836 Japanesque brush. And I'm gonna go back into that Smarty Pants shade and just blend out that crease a little bit more. Oops, I just dug it in. Then the last step for my top lid, I just mix the shade Rocker, which is a shimmer shade up here, and then I mix this shimmer shade down here called Funny Girl. And I just like to pack this on my lid to give it a little bit of sparkle and shine. And these two colors really mix well together to get the look that I'm looking for, just like this bronzy look, a little bit of a cool toned look. I think that these two colors mixed together is so beautiful, because Rocker is a little bit too dark to do on its own, and then Funny Girl just is like bam. So this one is right in the middle. Next, the last thing I do is I go in again with the Smashbox primer water, and I spray my whole face just to set this makeup. Doing this just makes me feel like I'm making the powders and the liquids kind of merge together and kind of create this more like seamless effect. And my last step is mascara. So I do have to admit something. This is not my favorite mascara in the world. Like, it's just not. I've got the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I got this in my last Birchbox? No, my last BoxyCharm that I received. I have since canceled that, but this was in the last box that I got, so I've just been trying to use it up. it transfers really bad. It's a transfer thing for me, and throughout the day, like, I just get black underneath my eye, and I don't like the way it makes, I don't think that it makes my lashes look all that amazing like everyone says it does. So, but I do use it because I have it and I don't want to be wasteful, because it's really like one of the only mascaras that I have with me on this trip. And I just finished it up with some lip gloss, and today I'm going to use the Revlon Ultra HD Lip Lacquer in the shade 585 Sandstone. And it just gives my lips a little pop of color, a little bit of shine, and just brings everything together. And that is it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to follow me on my other social media sites. I have Snapchat and Instagram. I will link those down in the description bar below, just so you guys don't miss out on what I do on a daily basis, because I do post quite a bit on both of those apps. But I hope, in case you were wondering what I do for makeup on a daily basis or what I do in my pictures, I hope that this helps you see what all goes into the process. It's really not much at all. I hope this video isn't like 20 minutes, because if it is, it's definitely not going to be like a quick get ready with me video. But in my mind, it's pretty quick compared to what I'm used to doing. And this is also kind of a different look for me. Usually I go for like pinks on for my eyeshadow, or just like different colors than a smoky, cool toned look like this, but I have absolutely been loving it. So I hope that you guys like it as much as I do. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.